Adriana, I need you to put the bottle down. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. We are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Miami, Season 7, Episode 16. And the name of the episode is called The Art of Arguing. Y'all, this was a good episode. I love an episode when I can watch the show one time and tell you everything that happened. I don't need to watch it again. I can tell you everything that happened. That is my idea of a good show, okay? Y'all got me over here trying to do the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and I keep on falling asleep.
Snooze fast.
Okay, so I'm gonna have it out. I'm gonna try to have the review out sometime this weekend. It definitely will be out before the episode 2 come out, but you got to give me some time because I'm a little bit behind. But again, this was a great episode of Real Housewives of Miami. So the episode started out with Kiki. Kiki has a photo shoot, and she invited her dad. I believe his name is Larsa. She invited her dad, Larsa, to the photo shoot. Kiki is a very beautiful woman. I don't never really pay attention to Kiki like that, but she is a very beautiful woman. I do like how models, they can kind of transform depending on the look. And she kind of transformed to me, okay? This is her dad's first time seeing her model. Remember, Kiki was put out the house when she was 15 years old when her family heard that she was modeling. They thought that she was a prostitute. My thing is, Kiki, what type of pictures was you taking? What kind of pictures was you taking? Because everything that we see with Kiki is very sex related. She always got her legs wide open. She always twerking. You know, I believe that Kiki was probably one of them young girls who was out there wilding out. When she was 15, she probably had nude pictures. It probably was nude pictures of Kiki and other people and niggas' phones and shit.
That's wrong.
White men.
Oh, Jesus.
I do believe that she said that the pictures was nude or almost nude. And she said that her stepmom didn't want to deal with it and ended up telling her daddy, and the daddy said to kick her out. But my thing is, when parents and stuff do stuff like that, what did that solve? What did that solve? She was posing nude or almost nude in pictures, and y'all put her out. What did that solve? It's not going to stop her from still posting nude if that's what y'all try to accomplish. Well, let's put her out so she won't do it. Now she has free will and range to do whatever the fuck she want to do. So putting her out literally made no sense. I feel like the Kiki daddy is around so he can be taken care of financially.
Yup.
I do. But that's her dad, so it's kind of hard to say, but that's how I feel. Now, I want to know, is Kiki daddy still in contact with Shamar?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Did he follow up with Lamar after giving him the birthday call? And did he give him the birthday call? We need Shamar on camera. I want Shamar to tell us on camera that Paul Arrest ended up calling him and telling him happy birthday, and that the man is trying to build a grandfather-son relationship with him. And where's Shamar daddy at? But anyway, Kiki daddy, Mr. Larsa, he looked proud of Kiki. Kiki is happy that her dad is proud of her because she's having a photo shoot, so he's at the photo shoot, and they're taking pictures of Kiki. She got like some luggage, and it's a private jet, and she said that she can't remember the last time he was proud of her. And so he got his phone out and he recording, and I guess that he was taking the video and he was going to show it to some family members or send it to the family members in Haiti. And Kiki said to tell them that she owned their private plane.
What?
Girl, I don't think, you may not want to tell them that you own a private plane because you said that they was already giving you death threats. So now you tell them that you own a private plane, and now they feel like, girl, you probably can't take care of us when we get to the United States of America, but you could definitely get us there. Right? So you may not want to tell the people that you got a private plane. But that's why I'm saying sometimes these people coming up with these storylines and then they be lying a little bit. I don't know. I just don't see the family members sending her death threats. You get what I'm saying? That is serious. Next we got Larsa. Larsa moved into her new house, but the house is still under construction.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Does that give money to y'all? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Everybody don't want to listen. I don't think I would have left my condo to go move in this house if it wasn't already ready. Anything can fall from the sky. But she ended up going over budget. The house is $5.7 million. I wonder what kind of settlement Larsa got from her divorce with Scotty for her to purchase a $5.7 million house. Is she getting paid that much on OnlyFans for showing her feed? I don't know. They said that Bad Baby Bad Baby, y'all know Bad Baby Cash Me Outside. She said that she had, I believe they said she had like 40-something million or 70-something million. But when she got into it with her baby daddy the other day, the baby daddy said that she only had 8 million.
You a motherfucking liar. You knew that?
But $8 million is still a lot of money. Okay? Y'all can say what y'all want to. $8 million is still a lot of money. But Larsa is throwing a sleepover. How is you throwing a sleepover and the house is still under construction? But she's throwing a sleepover and she invited Stephanie and Alexia. Now, I see the game that Larsa is trying to play. They is trying to play a game to get Alexia and Stephanie cool, and they want to ice out Marisol. That's what I see. That's what I see. Larsa got 4 kids. Scotty Jr. was playing for the Lakers, but he doesn't play for the Lakers anymore. He plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. She said that Preston is moving in with her when he graduates. He goes to college in LA. And Justin is the 3rd son. He also goes to college in LA. And Sophia, she's a sophomore and she wants to stay in LA to graduate. She probably go to Sierra Canyon with all of the rich kids. I didn't know that Scottie Pippen lived in LA, right? I don't know if I would have bought a house in Miami if most of my family was in LA. I think that I would have wanted to be around my daughter at least until she graduated. I'm not faulting Larsa. I'm just saying, but I don't know how the relationship works out, but I think that I would have wanted to be around my daughter for her last years of high school, because once she turned 18 and she get out of college, she ain't gonna be trying to stay at home.
Hell no.
They ended up talking about Alexia. The extension is almost up on her marriage to Todd. Remember, he had filed for divorce and they gave him an extension. She said that she's in love and she wants to fix things, but according to her, they haven't talked about the extension on whether he's going through with the divorce or not.
Oh no.
And I understand that she's in love, but I just think it's crazy to leave everything in his hands. At some point, you got to ask what we doing. At some point, we got to ask what we're doing. And Todd seems to be really upset about what's going on this season and how he's being portrayed this season. But you have to blame Alexia for that. Alexia really ain't had no storyline.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest about it.
Then we got Julia. Julia, Luca, and Jackson are making Christmas packages for Emma and Victoria. Now, according to Julia, the girls are coming around to having siblings. So they took these Christmas pictures for the cards and they had on Christmas glasses. It looked just so cute. Now let's get to the real shit. I don't give a fuck how long Martina been with Julia. There is no day of any week of any year that she will be able to talk about my kids the way that she did Julia.
No, fuck that.
Julia was trying to explain how the girls basically felt like that they adopted these kids who were supposed to be their siblings once they moved out of the house outside of the country. So what type of relationship are they supposed to have with them? And until I understand what Julia is saying once she explained it. That's still not no reason to be upset, but I do understand you got these kids, now they coming into the house and I don't have a relationship with them, but they're supposed to be my siblings. But Martina just totally dismissed their feelings, saying that it wouldn't have mattered. I do think that it would have mattered. I believe that it would have mattered. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what scares me about blended and ready-made families. I don't care what y'all say. Martina don't look at Julia kids the way that Julia look at them.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
And I'm willing to bet, and I said this before, Martina looks at Jackson and Lucas more like they're her children because she shares them with Martina. They're on an even playing field when it comes to Jackson and Lucas. But Victoria and Emma are more of Julia's children. So she looks at them like, them my daughters, but they over there. But these, we on the even playing field with these. And to me, it even seems like Martina seems to be even more hands-on with these kids. I know it's because Julia's on the show and usually we see Julia working and she FaceTime and we see Martina filming, but Martina seems to be raising these boys very seriously. And I'm glad to see that. But you also have to leave space and grace for Victoria and Emma too. You do. And I'm not saying that she got to walk on eggshells for them. But you have to give them grace. You do have to give them grace. I don't like the way that Martina was talking about them kids, and I know that Julia didn't like it either. Next, we got Lisa. Now, Lisa just got out of her marriage to Lisa, and she is kind of pressuring Jody into marrying her, or at least putting a ring on her finger. And it's so crazy to me because this whole time she's been with Jody while she's still married, and I didn't even really see it like that. Where is the shame? Bring back shame.
She needs to close her legs to marry me because you're married, bitch.
And she seemed like that she kind of gave him a time frame. She said that she wanted to be married or engaged at least within 3 years. Jody says that he's in love, but he want to make sure he's not stepping into something that's chaotic. Nigga, it's too late for that. You waist deep in the shit now. She was married when you met her. She also had 2 kids. You have now seen her through the divorce, right? What else are you wanting to see? That should have been the most chaotic part. Now, he says that when she was going through her divorce, she was mean. She was kind of snapping on him, which is why you shouldn't have been dating a married woman, nigga.
You's a stupid motherfucker.
You shouldn't have been dating a married woman. Okay? And don't get me wrong, Lisa is a very beautiful woman. I see a little biracial. I see a little black in Lisa. She's a very beautiful woman. She looks really good in black. But for Jody to be this young millionaire, it makes me think that something is wrong with him or he's lacking somewhere, that he would be dating a woman who was married with 2 children. Like, I would think that a man of Jody's stature would want somebody that was a clean slate. And I'm not saying that you can't fall in love with a woman that done been divorced before and got kids before. I'm just saying for Jody, I would think that he would have wanted somebody that was a clean slate. But you can't help who you fall in love with. Jody said that he's willing to move forward in a relationship if he sees that she's trying to get some help or therapy.
Hey, what?
When I first met Lisa was when she was going through the divorce with Lenny. And it seemed like, you know, she was having a hard time. Me seeing Lisa now, she gives me dingy. Dumb Dora. I feel like Lisa is about to go to one therapy session and get her certificate. And she's going to be looking at Jody like, okay, I went to therapy. Where's the ring? I went to therapy. Where's the ring? And I think that the ring is just that she wants to be seen as a wife or a fiance, not really because she really loves Jody and she takes honor in being his fiance or his wife, but she wants to be seen as a wife or a fiance. You got women that are like that. So it's the date of the Art Basel. And I hope I'm saying it right, Art Basel, because Adriana, even though she was calling Kiki ratchet, she was trying to claim that, you know, it's Art Basel, not Basil. Which one is the seasoning? I believe it's Basil. Adriana is hosting a party. She did a walkthrough through the event space, and she started drinking before the girls got there.
Oh my God.
I said, baby, we're about to have a long night. We're about to have a long night. Now, Larsa is the first one to show up to her party. She complimented Adriana, and she said that she looked 30. And then she said that she was thinking about the cake. Now, why would you bring this up at this girl's event? But see, you got to pay attention to people. You have to pay attention to people. It's just messy. Why would you bring this up at her event? Now, y'all remember the cake said, on the cake, it had an equation on it. It said 32 times 2 minus 5 equals 59 because she turned 59 years old. And Larsa wants to know who's in charge of the cake. Adriana said that it was insensitive and she was mad about it, but I don't think that it was dirty. Well, I don't know. It depends on how you look at it, right? Here go me and my bullshit, okay? So on one hand, if and I'm just being honest with you, if Marisol did it, that's a nasty, dirty bitch, right? But here go me and my bullshit. If it's 32 times 2 is 64. So the cake would have just said 64, but subtracting 5 can still make her feel like, girl, you old, but you ain't 64, right? So you still kind of young. Am I wrong? You got to bullshit with people a little bit, right? Let's put 64 on the cake and then minus 5 so you can still feel like, yeah, 64 is old, but I'm still 59. You get what I'm saying? Is that bullshit? Let me know. Anyway, I feel like Marisol did it. And I would have bet my last dollar that Marisol did it, but I was wrong. Now Larsa is trying to play Blue's Clues, and so who put it on the cake? But my thing is, girl, why are we doing it at her event?
Ma'am.
Why are we doing it at her event? We could have said it the night of the party. We could have set up this shit on the boat. Why did you want to come to my Art Basel party and do it because you want me to crash out at my own event?
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
You want me to crash up at my own event. Now, speaking of Marisol, once she got to the party, Stephanie pulled her over for a chat. Not a chat, child. I've been watching too much. Excuse me. I've been watching too much Love Island. She pulled her over for a chat, and I don't think that the chat went the way that Stephanie wanted it to go. To me, Marisol got that bitch up off of her with straight facts. Stephanie said that Alexia told her that she was upset with her because she had dinner with Adriana, and she let Adriana get on the plane before she did. And Stephanie, Stephanie made sure to put Alexia's name in it because she wants to break them up as friends, right? She didn't have to put her name in there. She could have just said, I heard, but she wants to make sure that she put Alexia's name in it. Marisol, that's not true. Girl, you offered me to go on the plane first, and I said no. And I forgot all about that. I was like, okay, Marisol, that's so true. And then she said, I told you that I didn't want to get on the plane because you was dangling it over our heads. And then you kept on talking about how much stuff costs. And so Stephanie said, but it wasn't me, it was Larsa. And they showed a clip of Larsa talking about it. But if you paid attention, put the fucking phones down. If you paid attention, when Larsa said that, they was already on the Sprinter en route to the private jet in Marbella to go to Marbella when Larsa said that. But Marisol and Alexia wasn't even on the Sprinter. So to me, it just proved that she was really walking around. It proved to me that Stephanie was just really walking around talking about how much stuff costs, and she was really dangling her private jet in these girls' face like it was a carrot. She really was doing it. Alexia and Marisol wasn't even on the Sprinter to hear that. Remember, they stayed in the bed. Marisol said that she thinks it's tacky to talk about money.
That's rude. I didn't.
And then Stephanie said she doesn't talk about money.
You a damn lie.
Well, how else would Larsa know the dollar amount to how much the plane costs? Then they showed a montage of her talking about designer things. She's just a liar. You do. And the thing is, I feel like the fan base would have let you get away with it because, you know, we love to see the girls with money, but we got to be honest about the girls too. We love a girl that's living a life. But you got to be honest about it too, girl. You lying. You do talk about money.
You lying ass bitch.
Marisol said that she feels like Alexia and Stephanie have their own beef and they need to work that out instead of involving her. Because the way that she explained it, Marisol was the problem. Because remember, Alexia was basically, Marisol is the brains and I'm the mouthpiece, which is a kind of dig to your, like a slug to yourself. Girl, what you mean you the mouthpiece and she the brains of the operation? And if I'm Marisol, I would have a problem with Alexia. But I will discuss it with her off camera because Stephanie and Larsa want Marisol and Alexia to fall out. Right? But all of this that happened to me, it makes Alexia look like a sucker to me. It makes Alexia look like a sucker to me. It looked like that you was like kissing the ring or something to Stephanie, like Stephanie got something over you. I would have never went against my best friend or went told Stephanie anything about my best friend. I would have never did.
On that ride or die, mother, I'ma hold this kingdom and palace together, you heard?
Now we found out who put the age on the cake, baby. It was Kiki.
Yes.
No shade. No shade.
It was Kiki. Kiki said that Adriana told her that she wished that she was 32, or what age that she wished that she could stay forever. She actually said 35. So in Kiki's mind, she said that she put 32 times 2 minus 5 on the cake. Now, when Kiki said it, I kind of understood what she was trying to say, I guess. I don't think that she had ill intentions, honestly. And it's not because she's black. It's just the way that she explained it to me. However, using that same logic, if I would have had that idea, I would have known without a shadow of a doubt that if she told me that she wanted to be 32 forever, and I'm actually putting the 32 on the cake and have to put times 2, that this is a bad idea. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. But I don't think that Kiki had the whipped cream or whatever they used to put the letter on. I don't think that she actually did that. She probably paid somebody to do it. So she didn't really feel like she's seen the times 2. But you had to write it on a piece of paper to tell the people to write on there. But I don't think that Kiki elevator go all the way up. But I do not think that she had bad intention. So now everybody's at the party. They ended up clowning Lisa for paying someone to put up a Christmas tree for $1,000. I think that's crazy. To me, there's just some things I'm going to do on my own, whether I have money or not. And one of those is putting up a Christmas tree. I remember putting up a Christmas tree every year with my mama and my siblings, and even putting up the decorations outside. And those memories are priceless. It was family time. Now, I might pay the people to put the stuff up outside because I'm not getting on the roof and I'm not going on the liners of the house. But we will be putting up the Christmas tree and decorating it as a family. And I will be lifting somebody up for them to put an angel on the middle of our tree. And our angel was always black.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Be very clear.
Our angel on our Christmas tree was always black. No shade. My mama is the mama. In my family, they didn't even believe in buying white dolls. I remember we had a Christmas time. We had you know how you open up the presents? You bring some of the presents Christmas morning, then you bring them up to the friend house where y'all having a Christmas dinner and stuff at. I remember one of my little cousins got a white doll, and one of my uncles gonna yell like, "Who bought that? Who let that white woman in here?" But they didn't believe in buying white dolls because they felt like it was a self-esteem thing.
I know that's right. I know that's right, bitch.
Remember, Lisa and Larsa made up. So Lisa and Larsa hugged, and Julia said it reminded her of her friendship with Adriana. So they pulled Adriana to the side, and then they all have a seat. And Julia ended up expressing how seeing Larsa and Lisa hug made her miss her friendship with Adriana. And Adriana was beaming. And that's what I love about Adriana. She's not afraid to be vulnerable. She just wants to be accepted. But before they could make up, Larsa asked to put the equation on the cake. Because I think that Larsa thought that it was Julia.
See, that's a dirty ass bitch right there.
That Larsa is a dirty bitch. You gotta watch her. You gotta watch it. I see you, Larsa. You're not getting past me. I see you. So Lisa whispered that it was Kiki. And then Larsa said it out loud. And when Adriana heard that it was Kiki, baby, Adriana saw red. Adriana saw red and she started sipping, baby. She put that straw to her lips and she started sucking that liquor down. Now, in Adriana defense, if I'm Adriana, and I'm just telling you me, if I'm Adriana, there is no way that you will be able to convince me that Kiki didn't have malicious intent.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, but I'm just being real. Ain't no way y'all can convince me that she didn't have malicious intent. But I honestly don't think that Kiki had malicious intent. Larsa and Lisa think that Kiki did it on purpose. Julia don't think that she did. So Julia tried to use an example of Adriana talking about Marisol needs. I don't think that you can use that example, Julia, because like Adriana said, Adriana is older. But when Adriana said that shit to Marisol, she can apologize all she wants to. She meant that shit. A drunken mind tell the truth. She meant that shit. Adriana don't fuck with her, and she meant every word that she said. So them trying to make up, it was actually short-lived. Adriana feels like Julia is defending Kiki and not defending her. I don't think that she defending Kiki. I could be your friend and tell you that I don't think that she had malicious intent. Now, if y'all get into a fight, I'm going to act like I'm breaking it up and I'm going to hold a bitch down and wink at you to kick her. But me telling you that I don't think that she had malicious intent outside of her being here is not me defending her. I'm just telling you how I feel. But what did Adriana do, baby? Adriana started drinking again.
Oh my God.
She started drinking again. She ended up getting up. She got her friend Carol there. What would I consider Carol? I would consider Carol an angry black woman. I'm sorry. She looked like an angry black woman. She was looking mean. She didn't have a smile on her face the whole time. She even told the joke of the artist that was at the Art Basel. She even told the joke to him and she didn't even smile to the man. I was like, well, girl, is she? What's going on? It was something about his accent. So then Adriana ended up asking Carol, did she think that she was a racist? And Carol was like, no. And she said, they called me racist because I called Kiki ratchet when I really said wretched. And so she ended up touching Kiki and Kiki turned around and she told Kiki to ask Carol, was she a racist? She asked him, I'm a racist since you called me racist. Kiki said, who called you racist? And Adriana said, you did. Adriana literally said to this girl's face that she called her racist when she didn't say that. And I believe that Kiki said on camera, I never called her racist on or off camera. And so Kiki just disengaged. She put her drink down and she walked outside and she walked to the Amazon delivery driver and asked him to help her to get away from them. Men, women, anybody that hear my voice, y'all never do that in real life. Do not ever do that in real life. Never. Julia goes outside and she tries to find Kiki. Baby, Kiki is gone. Kiki is gone. So Julia comes inside and she tells everybody that Kiki is gone. Adriana is still upset and said, why are you looking after her? And I'm supposed to be your girl's best friend. Adriana, put the bottle down. Put the liquor down. Nobody said that you was racist. And this is like the 5th time you done told Julia, you're supposed to be my best friend. You're supposed to be my best friend.
So let it go.
If you got to keep on saying that to the bitch, she not your best friend. She not your best friend. Put the liquor down. Please. I like you now, but put the liquor down. It's becoming too much.
God, I'm sorry, Jay. okay. It's gonna be all right. Just gotta freeze up on that shit, Aisha.
Now, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Kiki had malicious intent with putting the age equation on the drink after she explained it? I don't think that she had malicious intent. I don't. But I do understand Adriana not trying to hear that shit because I wouldn't be trying to hear you. I'm just being honest with you. And how do y'all feel about Martina and what she had to say about Emma and Victoria? I'm just being honest with you. If she had said that about my kids, we would be ready to sign them papers. We got to sign the papers. We got to sign this paper. You're going to take Luca. I'm going to take Jax. We're going to have to do something because we can't continue like this because you're not going to disrespect my motherfucking kids. But thank y'all so much for clicking on the video, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support, and I'll see y'all later. Adios.
Call daddy. Tell him 25